today's video. Today I'm going to be ranking my favorite Christmas levels in SpongeBob video game history. Let's start it off. The Battle for Bikini Bottom mix is Sand Mountain. Battle for Bikini Bottom mix is Sand Mountain revolves around just the plot of this level. So basically, you start off as SpongeBob in the first area, destroying 8 Sandmen in order to destroy a sock while finding tickets to each of the slopes for both SpongeBob and Sandy. Collect some golden spatulas, and then you go into Guppy Mountain. In Guppy Mountain, you get to face Ice Puff, and you have to beat her best time. You get down to the end of the slope, and then you have to play as. Then next up, you go to Flounder Hill, where you have to play as Sandy and beat Bubble Buddy's timer down the slope, and then beat Larry's time down Sand Mountain as SpongeBob. I really do like this area, as I really do think it's unique for having the Flounder Hill with you have to use Sandy to get down to the slide to beat someone's time, which was something we did not see in the original Battle for Bikini Bottom. Well, I mean, you could beat Larry's time as Sandy if you wanted to. There is a way you can do that, yeah, it was really unique that it's one of the things where you have to get down there as Sandy. Also, I really did like the Ice Puff segment, as that was really cool. They also did keep the downtown music to play down the entire slide, and then for some reason, when you're talking to Ice Puff in the cutscene, you're having the Poseidon music play for some reason. I have no idea why, but still pretty cool, but not as good as these other 4. Alrighty, number 4, we have Sand Mountain from Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. This Sand Mountain revolves around the plot of, you have to face you talk to Squidward, and he tells you that a bunch of these robots have taken over the ski slopes and they have ruined him and relaxing things. So then you go around the ski lodge area and you destroy Sandman for a sock, go talk to Plankton, where you have to go down a bungee hook for a golden spatula, then go get Sandy and talk to Gary as there's a golden spatula. In fact, you can see it, it's right there, and go and grab that. And then you get to go to each of the 3 slopes. In the Guppy Mountain slope, you have to beat Mrs. Puff's best time down the slide. Flounder Hill, you have to beat Bubble Buddy's best time down the slide, and then Sand Mountain, you have to beat Larry's best time down the slide. The only thing, this Sand Mountain was just, not as good as some of the other Christmassy snowy areas in Bikini Bottom, because I didn't really like how they added so much fog in the areas, as in some of the areas they have too much fog, especially going down the slides. I mean, it kind of makes sense for being a high altitude, but I do miss the original where it doesn't have a lot of fog. Plus, sliding mechanics are not as good as what they were in the original, especially for SpongeBob, especially in the Flounder Hill segment, where you get stopped, where the Sandmen stop you, and if you take damage off the spikes, you get boosted in a weird way. So, yeah, it's pretty cool. But the characters that are featured in this Sand Mountain are SpongeBob, Squidward, Plankton, Sandy, Gary, Mrs. Puff, Bubble Buddy, and Larry. And in the BFBB Mix Sand Mountain, I forgot to mention this, the characters that were in that one were SpongeBob, Sandy, Ice Puff, Bubble Buddy, and Larry. Next up, we've got Battle for Bikini Bottom Deluxe Iceberg Seas. The plot of this one is where you have to go into the Iceberg Seas off of the Blue Lagoon Pier. Aaron, you talk to Squidward, who is just trying to get away from SpongeBob. SpongeBob still found him, and so Squidward told SpongeBob that there's a golden spatula at the top. So you can either play SpongeBob or Patrick, or preferably SpongeBob, and hop across a bunch of these glaciers in order to get to the top of the thing. This is a really cool area. I really do like the plot of this. I really do like how Squidward is in this area, and I just find it really cool. This is definitely my favorite thing from Battle for Bikini Bottom Deluxe so far. That and the Shipwreck Mountain. But I really do like it. It turned out really good. The only characters that are featured in this level are SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick. You can play as Patrick if you want to, but it's not required, and then SpongeBob and Squidward are in this level. But I found it really cool. I really did love it. And also, I really did like this. This is kind of a reference to Truth or Square, because one, we have the Goo Goon music playing, and we're in an icy area. Squidward's in this level, so it definitely kind of has that Truth or Square kind of like reference here. Next up, we have the Santa level from Truth or Square. This level revolves around just going around, getting to the end, and seeing Squidward and just reliving this. I really do like this area because of how much it really does reference Christmas in this area. And the original Christmas 2 episode this is what it's based around. Also, I do think this is also inside the Krusty Krab freezer. I really do like how they have Squidward in his Santa costume. I really do like, I think right here, that's the coral tree that they used as like a Christmas tree. I really do like how they have some of the other people from the actual episode, like, with, the girl with the mashed potatoes as what they asked for Christmas, and the girl with the thing with the almost, I can't remember what it's called, it's that red thing with that little girl. I just really like it for all the references this brings. It turned out really cool. It's really good. It has really good graphics, especially if we're playing on a Wii emulator, but that's going to be about it for this one. Oh, also I forgot to mention that the characters that were featured in the Truth or Square area from there, the only characters that were featured. I forgot to mention that in this area, the characters featured in there are the girl with the little red thing that she holds, the girl with the mashed potatoes, Patrick, SpongeBob, and Squidward. But next up, we've got number 1 is Battle for Bikini Bottom's Sand Mountain. As I really do love this level. I mean, it's not my favorite level in BFBB. I do like, I mean, out of the 13 levels, this one's ranked at probably around number 11. But I really like the sliding music in this area and the theme. And I really do like the graphics of the slides, the original game's graphics and dialogue. And it's just always going to be nostalgic, and it's always going to be number 1. As you see when we've been ranking levels like Christmas levels and stuff like that, that I've always had this be number 1. Well, that's something I'll always be. So, yeah, it's basically the same plot as Rehydrated. And so, yeah, the characters featured in this are SpongeBob, Squidward, Sandy, Gary, Plankton, Mrs. Puff, Bubble Buddy, and Larry. We're going to have to beat all their times down the slopes. It's really fun. I really like the music. I really like how they reference the SpongeBob sliding tongue. Sliding mechanics are really cool. I do like the two Pre-Hibernation references being SpongeBob sliding on his tongue and the Sandman model looking exactly the same from that area. But yeah, that's going to be about it. That's going to be the end of this video. Remember that Jesus is the reason for the season, and have a Merry Sponge Tastic Christmas. And if you have some time, maybe go through and play some of these levels.